Hi, thank you for having me. Um, we are in a very bad situation. We feel really lost. I feel like nothing is really happening that is promoting the release of the hostages. Every day that's passing by, we are getting more and more worried about the health condition, the mental condition of all the hostages. My father is nearly 80 years old, and we don't know right now what's his condition, and we are very worried. We hear a lot of talking, but nothing is happening. And this is really frustrating for us.
Inbal, it feels like the whole nation knows your dad. The Hamas terror group publishing that propaganda video in December showing him with fellow Nir Oz residents, with Amiram Cooper, with Yoram Metzger as well. He speaks in the video. Obviously, Israeli media didn't broadcast it. This channel obviously also will not be part of the psychological warfare by Hamas. But it was so heartbreaking to see the three men on that video. It was called Atrocious Terror by Daniel Hagari, the IDF spokesman, the game that Hamas was playing. How did it feel for you seeing those pictures, that footage of your father? How did it feel to look at that image?
First of all, it's a sign of life. Mm-hmm. So in a way, it was good. And although I didn't watch the video, I decided that I don't want to watch it. I didn't want to see the picture as well, but it was hard not to see it. It was everywhere. I don't give a lot of importance to this, not to the video and not to the picture. I can only say that they look really bad. The three men that were in that video with my father, they look bad. They look pale. They look tired. They look hungry. Of course, my father speaks, and my family says that when he speaks, you can hear him. You can hear that he's still him. But it's been more than a month ago, and we don't know what's going on from that time that the video was released. So, as I said, we are just getting more and more worried as the days gone by, and we hear nothing good is happening. The fighting keeps on. Soldiers are killed. Hostages are killed. But the live hostages that we hope that they're still alive, we don't know. I feel like there is not enough done to get them out of there. That's the main thing. It's frustrating. We feel that we have been abandoned by our government.
And when you heard those reports that at last, ostensibly, medicine was going to be delivered to the hostages, problematic reports because, as we keep on hearing, there's no verification, there's no confirmation, there's no proof of life. But when you heard that, did you get a sense of a glimmer of hope that at least heart medication could be getting to your dad? What was your feeling on that front?
It was not, it didn't give me any hope. Mm-hmm. Because after 100 days, it's a joke. Too late, too little. I don't know even if those medicine even got to them. We don't know that. So, and after 100 days, old people that used to take those medicines daily, I don't know, maybe it can harm them. No, so it unfortunately, it doesn't give me any hope.
Tell us a little bit more about Chaim. We understand he was an activist and a filmmaker as well. Talk to us about the impact he had on your community. We've been looking at photographs of him with his grandchildren while we're talking to you. Give us some insight into the man. It's a man the whole nation feels we know him. Tell us more about the person behind those pictures.
So like you said, my father is a peace activist. He helped, he was a volunteer in a project that was driving sick Palestinians and people from Gaza to hospitals in Israel, in Tel Aviv and Beersheba, all around Israel, to get treatment that they cannot get in Gaza. His whole life, he is a peace man, like you said. He is very optimistic. He believes that we can make peace, not by war, but with talks and to get some understanding. And that's what he did his whole life. I hope he still believes like that. He still believes in that after what happened on October 7th. But this is the man. He's an artist. He's a cinema teacher. He loves music. He loves he loves to make wine. He's a funny man, very friendly man.
The irony, Inbal, to think that he is a peace activist and is being held by terrorists inside Gaza for 110 days. The irony that he used to help people get medication and now he's waiting and doesn't have any medication. It is too painful to contemplate. You said a little bit earlier that you feel abandoned in terms of leadership here. If you could have a microphone speaking directly to the war cabinet, to the decision makers right now, what would you be saying? What is your appeal right now?
I think everybody can see that. You don't need to be a politician. You don't need to be an army general. We saw that only when we had ceasefire, the kidnapped could be released. Since then, the fighting is going on, and nothing good is happening. Nothing good is happening to either side, and I don't understand why the fighting is not, to decide to stop the fighting. Okay, you'll have the time to do all the wars later, but the lives of the kidnapped people, they have no more time. And I feel that the government is abandoning us because I don't feel that the life of the kidnapped people is too important for them. It's more important for them right now to do this war, to finish this war, to win this war. And we see that it's not happening. We are losing. We are losing. We don't win anything. It will take months and years to finish the Hamas. And okay, we will do it. I believe that the Israeli army is strong enough. But I don't believe that the kidnapped people will still be alive. And I want to tell them, stop everything you're doing right now. Think about something to make these conversations and to stop the war, even for a short while.
Right.
To take all the hostages out.
Inbal Alpini Peri, the nation is hoping for good news. Daughter of peace activist Chaim Peri, thank you for speaking to us. Thank you for sharing your ordeal. Our thoughts are with you and your whole family, and the whole nation is waiting for all the hostages to get home and to get home safely. Thank you very much for being with us on I-24 News.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.